Stop scrolling through old emails and notes to find text that you copied last week. Raycast has your clipboard history ready in seconds. It's my #1 most used feature inside Raycast, which I use dozens, if not probably hundreds of times a day. It's a feature that I use to find old bits of email text, email addresses, links, numbers, anything I've copied recently that I quickly want to access and then paste into wherever I'm working. It probably doesn't sound like this would be saving you much time, but trust me when I say, when you're using this hundreds of times a day to find old links and email addresses and pieces of text, that time really adds up. Let me show you some tips on how to use the clipboard history in Raycast, and if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. The first thing you're going to want to do to get more out of the clipboard history is to assign a hotkey. So I can be anywhere on my Mac, and I can use the Control Space hotkey to bring up my clipboard history from wherever I am. This just makes it so quick to access bits of text and links that I want to find. To do this, so I've already set up Command Space as my hotkey to launch Raycast, and you can just type clipboard history to bring up clipboard history, but that's too slow for me. So if I open my settings, going Command, comma, if you come to the Extensions tab here, look for your clipboard history. In this hotkey column, this is where you can assign the Control Space or whatever hotkey you like. This is the shortcut that I used back when I used Alfred many years ago, and I've used the same hotkey here. So that's my #1 top tip, really. And now I can go Control Space from anywhere, and I can bring up my clipboard history. From there, I can be writing an email or typing in my browser, and if I use Control Space, I can bring up my clipboard history, search for the text that I'm copying, and if I go down to this one here, I just hit the return key, and now I've inserted that piece of text right inside my email. Now, just to talk you through some of the settings, when you come to the clipboard history on the right-hand side, you'll see you can decide what do you want the primary action to be. So I've set mine to be when I select the clipboard item, it pastes into the active app, which is what you saw happen just before. I can, if I want to, just have it copy to my clipboard if I don't want it to paste, but I generally find most of the time I'm wanting to paste it wherever I am. I've chosen to keep my clipboard history for a year, which is one of the pro subscriber features. It can also perform text recognition on images. So this will use more CPU usage if you're going for more accurate recognition. I've just kept mine on fast, and that allows me to find text within images. A couple of other things, updating the clipboard history. So if I, open the history and then I use this item here, the next time I open my history, that clipboard item is now at the top. And finally, you can choose to exclude certain apps from saving to your clipboard history, like passwords, Keychain as standard. I'm actually just going to add one password in here as well. Now, a quick bonus tip for you here. If you like the clipboard history, you'll probably also really like the calculator history. This is similar to the clipboard history, but it saves conversions and calculations that you've performed. And I open mine using the CH calculator history alias rather than a hotkey. So for example, if I do a conversion, let's say 1,000 USD, I can convert that into New Zealand dollars, hit return. And now, if I bring up my Raycast and use my CH alias, I can open my calculator history, and there's the recent conversion that I've done. I can also see previous calculations that I've done using Raycast, which I find really useful if I'm working in spreadsheets and need to access numbers or calculations that I've recently performed. If you enjoyed this Raycast tip and you found this video useful, please give it a like. It's the best way to support this channel, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see when we post new productivity tips and tricks. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.